Don't make the same mistake I did. It literally drained my confidence for years. So imagine this. I sit down in front of the TV with my popcorn bowl, getting ready to watch a good movie. Encanto, a classic. And I'm watching Dolores flit here and there all around the screen. She's hearing everything. And then my fiance turns to me and says, "You know, she kind of reminds me of you." But at the same time, it made me think because Dolores really struggled through the first half of the movie. And I realized it's low key because she knows so much, it's almost making her immobile. Let me explain. Dolores Madrigal knows everything. She heard the rats in the walls. She knew Bruno was still in the house. She was hearing Luisa's eye twitch before Luisa even knew she was struggling. And this pattern is so common that I feel like once you see it, you're going to start recognizing it in your life everywhere. So honestly, when we watch Dolores really closely, we can tell she just wants quiet because the noise is just way too much. It's too much. She's always covering her ears. She's always looking for the next loud sound to hit. She's constantly taking in information, which means her body's like permanently braced for the next thing. And that's not really the problem. The problem comes because she has so much information and nowhere to put it. What do you do with all of that, you know? So on the surface, she wants quiet. She wants a peaceful home. But deep down, what she wants is to be able to laser focus, to block out the noise. And honestly, if she could have did that, I think she would have even been more powerful than Isabella. But that's my hot take because Dolores can read the room like nobody's business. And if we think about what that really is, it's not just supersonic hearing, is it? Dolores has the capability to read a room, anticipate any shifts that might happen, or feel what somebody might need before they even ask out loud. Basically, Dolores can see a problem coming before it's even a crisis. But just because she can see it doesn't mean it automatically makes her act. Yeah. Dolores's gift, if we look at it the right way, is an extraordinary gift. Dolores's gift is crazy good. It's basically a gift that could make you a natural born leader, magnetic even. And if Dolores was fully realized as a character, man, she would be the most powerful strategist in the room. She would always be 3 steps ahead. Literally no one could catch her. She'd be on fire. This is the point that I think is such a big deal because Dolores is hyper vigilant. Yes, she is stuck in survival mode right now, and it is holding her back, but it's also the thing that would move her forward. But she has a bit of a blind spot. So let's talk about it. If I had to put Dolores's blind spot into words, it would be that she knows everything and decides on nothing. She's just intaking so much information that she's almost weighed down by it. So the thing about hypervigilance is that hypervigilance keeps you in a loop where you observe but never act because there's always something else to observe. And the thing about confidence is that confidence is built through action. And this is what I had to learn the hard way, right? And low key, why this movie makes the perfect mirror. But there's a point when you can have too much information because sometimes more information means the more you can imagine going wrong. You start thinking of every scenario and every risk, or if someone's going to have the wrong reaction. And so your brain's flooded. You're hit with more information. You run through all the scenarios, but she also can't stay in the loop because she'd be riddled with constant anxiety. She's constantly bracing, especially because of her mother, which means she doesn't get to really embrace the moment. She's always looking for the next danger. So she can't really celebrate her successes, and not to mention the chronic stress that comes from that. And eventually that stress piles up because you're second guessing every action. You get so scared and so stressed of being wrong or failing. And because of that, you take less risks and need a little bit more external validation. And in Dolores's case, she might not have gotten the guy. This is one of those gifts that misused, it turns against you and it absolutely tanks your confidence. So I feel like if this loop sounds familiar, or even if you felt a little bit triggered by Dolores, we should talk more because staying stuck in this loop could cost you the life that you were the most qualified person to have. But the confidence wasn't there.